flame-wined ancient country, Chi capital. Under the night sky, dressed in black, Luo Feng leisurely flew over the city. After the path of destruction, having reached the second realm of Godly King, I am now capable of glimpsing the entirety of the path of destruction, making Morosa much less useful to me, Luo Feng said with a slight smile. To master a branch of the Great Tao, one can glimpse parts of it. Reaching the second realm of Godly King, one can glimpse the complete Tao and even wield some of its power to some extent. If one is at the ultimate realm, then they have mastered the complete Tao themselves. Once my life path also reaches the second realm of Godly King, I can also disregard the assistance from the primordial cosmos. Many precious opportunities from the past are continuously declining in importance, like the once sure Wu Wings. As an eternal true God-level mechanical flow secret treasure, it was of help to Luo Feng when he first arrived at the land of origin. But as his power increased, it became merely a treasure of some commemorative significance. The primordial cosmos will soon become redundant. Morosa would still be of some help if he reached the ultimate realm. The Lai Yuan technique, as the highest form of the secret technique of willpower I have encountered, still gives significant assistance. The Star Tower. The further I progress, the more important it becomes. Luo Feng found it interesting. Back in his home primordial cosmos, when he was weaker, he even considered the values of the boat of Mausoleum, Shorwu Wings, and Bloodshadow Knife to be greater than that of the Star Tower. It shows that when one's strength is weak, even with treasures in front of them, it's difficult to see through their true potential. Even his master, Mountain Sitting Guest, who personally crafted the Star Tower, only regarded it as a God King grade secret treasure. He hadn't seen through the Star Tower's true nature. So, as Luo Feng thought about this, he flew leisurely and soon arrived at the palace of Emperor Chu. He came to the palace of Emperor Chu to receive the subsequent inheritance of 8 tribulations, life form and extermination of 72 blades. He only needed to demonstrate the mysteries of the path of destruction at the second realm of Godly King to prove that he had reached the realm. A moment later, Luo Feng had now completed the entire inheritance of the 8 tribulations, life form and extermination of 72 blades for all stages of Godly King. Of course, Luo Feng now only referred to these 2 inheritances. Compared to the special grade inheritance, they are indeed much simpler, and their secret techniques are more common, thought Luo Feng. The special grade inheritance represents the theoretically strongest moves at the same stage, and their complexity is staggeringly high. For instance, the life form with 24 forms, contemplating the essence of the 24 forms and researching the matter suitable for the 24 forms, Luo Feng has barely begun to comprehend just one aspect of it. For example, the Unity secret method from the chaotic whole beast body is a combat technique tailored to the chaotic whole beast body. Luo Feng has only studied the combat technique and hasn't contemplated the chaotic whole beast body, but rather uses the technique with a stronger world life form. So with these 2 special grade inheritances, Luo Feng has only partly grasped their theoretically strongest moves. After learning the inheritance, Luo Feng naturally came to meet his master. He had saved about 200 million guest official merit points with these 2 inheritances, so of course, he came to thank his master. Luo Feng, Emperor Chu smiled upon seeing Luo Feng. He was extremely satisfied with this disciple, becoming a Godly King in just over 200 years, now at the second realm of Godly King. This talent amazed Emperor Chu. Master, I have already received the subsequent content of the 2 inheritances, Luo Feng said. Emperor Chu nodded in satisfaction. When you first became a Godly King, you were already unmatched in the first realm of Godly King. I knew your talent was terrifying, but reaching the second realm of Godly King in such a short time. There are only a handful in the history of the land of origin faster than you. Luo Feng knew that indeed there were some who became Godly Kings of the second realm faster than him. This was also due to his lower realm comprehension of higher level secret techniques, honing his comprehension. Your cultivation path is going smoothly, said Emperor Chu. Some with high talent may shine brightly in the beginning, but suddenly hit a bottleneck and become mediocre. Yet, you have smoothly broken through to the second realm of Godly King. For you, the next target is the ultimate realm. Emperor Chu said expectantly, the ultimate realm is many times more difficult than the second realm of Godly King. You still need to diligently focus and cannot afford the slightest carelessness. Disciple understands. Luo Feng certainly understood. As your strength grows stronger, Emperor Chu looked at Luo Feng. Some of the disputes and conflicts of your teacher may implicate you. Implicate me? Luo Feng was startled. You are my disciple, Emperor Chu said. Before, when your strength was weak, those at the pinnacle of the land of origin would not even notice you. But now that you have become a godly king of the second realm, you've entered their field of vision. Who are they? Luo Feng inquired. Emperor Chu looked at Luo Feng. Who do you think are my enemies in the land of origin? With the transformation of Luo Feng's spiritual will, fully concealing his will and hiding his presence, his sensitivity was still acute. With the master sitting there, the formless pressure was terrifying. Much stronger than Emperor Gui Su, and even more than the Mother River Master. Luo Feng had seen the Mother River Master, Wine City Empress, with his own eyes. These two, through their realms and treasures, could fight beyond their class with emperor-level powers. But in terms of life form majesty, they were far from the emperors. With your strength, Master, the main opponents you'd have on the land of origin would be other emperors and monarchs. Very few stray cultivators could stand as your opponents, Luo Feng said. My archenemies are mainly the other emperors of flame-wined ancient country. A coldness flickered in Emperor Chu's eyes. Luo Feng was startled. Flame-wined ancient country and thunder ancient country are natural rivals. When facing external threats, the 13 emperors of flame-wind will naturally band together to confront the enemy. As natural foes, the lines between friend and foe are very clear. Emperor Chu looked at Luo Feng, but it's different within the borders of flame-wined ancient country. Whether it's exploring the multitude of treasure sites, various opportunities, or the distribution of resources, that's where most of the conflicts arise. In the depths of the treasured lands, to seize treasures, one would go as far as to murder a fellow clan emperor ... double quotes. To strike mercilessly against another emperor's disciples, to annihilate their entire lineage and take their treasures. Emperor Chu looked at Luo Feng. On the surface, there are 13 emperors of flame-wined ancient country, but the grudges run deeper than with any wandering cultivator in the world. Luo Feng listened, secretly alarmed. There had long been rumors in the outside world that relations between the emperors were extremely poor, and indeed they were true. In the future, you must clearly distinguish who is the enemy and who is the friend. Emperor Chu looked at Luo Feng. Among the 13 emperors of flame-wind, Emperor Qing is the most transcendent, with the strongest ability to rally others. Next comes Emperor Yan, someone you must be wary of. Emperor Chu looked at Luo Feng. Emperor Yan was the first emperor of flame-wind ancient country. He once led the country and held great power over the distribution of resources ... Because back then, he was the only emperor of the country, and he was very friendly toward the imperial clan, helping many juniors. As a result, he wields great power even today. He and Di Wu are like siblings, sharing a life and death bond. He and Di Shi are husband and wife. Emperor Yan, Di Shi, and Di Wu, these three have always moved together. Being old enough and ruthless enough, they have also amassed the most treasures. Emperor Chu looked at Luo Feng. All three have a full set of God King grade secret treasures. The three of them joining forces is incredibly terrifying. Among the 13 emperors of flame-wind, Emperor Qing ranks first, while Emperor Yan, Di Shi, and Di Wu rank second when teamed up. Emperor Ming has spiritual will beyond the God King level. This allows him to draw out even more formidable strength from his primordial bloodline body, and his secret technique of willpower is also terrifying. He should be considered the third power among the 13 emperors of flame-wind. All the other emperors, including Di Fu, each has their own interests, none keeping a perpetual alliance. Emperor Chu looked at Luo Feng. Bloodline cultivation paths, apart from Emperor Ming, are generally more violent and rash. The primordial body refining route is relatively more rational, but once they scheme, they are even harder to deal with. Luo Feng listened and understood. They say Di Fu is highly talented, possibly the next Emperor Qing, but in terms of strength, among the 12 emperors other than Emperor Qing, Emperor Ming is the strongest. My archenemy is Di Wu, a foe as bitter as death. Emperor Chu looked at Luo Feng. This has also led to Emperor Yan and Di Shi targeting me. The disciple understands. Luo Feng nodded. I was ambushed by her and fell into the polluted blood river at the very depth of the land of origin's first treasure land, Heavenly Pillar Realm. Normally, a second realm godly king who comes into contact with the polluted blood of the polluted blood river would be contaminated and die instantly, with the pollution even affecting their avatars, leading to total death. Emperor Chu looked at Luo Feng. I sank to the bottom of the polluted blood river myself, and as an ultimate realm life form, more than 90% of me was eroded. I was on the brink of death, but luckily I obtained a secret treasure at the bottom of the river, which allowed me to escape alive from the polluted blood river. If there is a chance, I will definitely kill her, Emperor Chu said calmly. She deserves to die, Luo Feng nodded. Among the emperors, is there anyone who has a good relationship with the master? Luo Feng asked. Emperor Chu was slightly taken aback, then said, no. Although not friends, at least the other emperors don't have a death grudge against me. Emperor Chu said, as for the grudges between other emperors, I will send you a detailed report. Luo Feng received the report and glanced over it. Upon analysis, Luo Feng discovered that Emperor Chu wasn't so bad. Like Di Kong, his relationship with all the emperors was very poor. Emperor Ming, he had made moves against all other emperors except Emperor Qing, forcibly seizing treasures through overpowering strength. Because he was so powerful, none of the other emperors dared to forge a death grudge against him. Similarly, Emperor Ming also had no real friends. My master Emperor Chu is quite alright among the 13 emperors, Luo Feng thought to himself. I had not expected Emperor Ming, who was so friendly to me, to be such a domineering and oppressive character. If you ever get involved with other emperors, let me know immediately, Emperor Chu said. Don't make hasty decisions. It's easy to fall into a trap accidentally. Don't worry, Master, Luo Feng replied. Everything happened just as Master Emperor Chu had predicted, and within just half a record's time, Luo Feng's guest official token received a task. Within Hyang City, Luo Feng was surprised as he looked at this particular task. He had received many tasks over the long years, but this task was somewhat special. The task read, in the royal family Forbiddance Land, there are 190 to worlds each cultivating 190 to primordial bloodline beast eggs. They require the strength of a second realm godly king and need to be meticulously cared for by 192 avatars. All that is required is careful cultivation for 3,000 records. Very few guest officials can complete this task, and after discussion by several emperors, guest official Luo, he was assigned this task. Luo Feng was very surprised. Assigned to me, unless it's a punishment like being the guardian of Xiongji City, normal guest official tasks are entirely voluntary, and the guest officials have the right to refuse.